Welcome to Mighty Mythology Realm. Today, we'll unravel a story of fire, hope, and the trials that shaped humanity. It's a tale of defiance, punishment, and gifts with far-reaching consequences. If you love diving into myths and uncovering their hidden lessons, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep bringing these stories to life. Long ago, before humans ruled the earth, the gods of Mount Olympus were all powerful. They decided the fates of the world below, and humans were weak and dependent on them for everything. It was a time when people lived in darkness, both literally and metaphorically. They had no fire to keep them warm, no tools to build or hunt, and no knowledge to make their lives better. They lived like helpless children, completely at the mercy of the gods. But it wasn't always this way. According to legend, humans were created by the titan Prometheus. He shaped them out of clay, carefully molding their forms to reflect the gods themselves. The goddess Athena saw his work and breathed life into the figures, giving them spirit and purpose. Yet, even as they came to life, the humans remained vulnerable and powerless, lacking the means to thrive. Among the gods and titans, Prometheus saw the suffering of his creation and could not ignore it. He believed they had the potential to achieve great things if only they had the tools and knowledge to grow. But the king of the gods, Zeus, did not agree. Zeus wanted humans to remain weak and dependent. To him, humans were insignificant and should never become strong enough to challenge the gods. Prometheus could not accept this. He decided to act in secret, even if it meant defying Zeus. One night, while the gods were distracted, Prometheus climbed to the top of Mount Olympus and stole fire from the hearth of the gods. This was no ordinary fire. It was the fire of knowledge, power, and creation. With it, humans could warm themselves, cook food, build tools, and eventually create civilizations. Prometheus carried the fire down to earth and gave it to humanity. The humans were amazed and grateful. For the first time, they had light in the darkness and warmth against the cold. They learned how to use fire to make tools and weapons. With fire, they began to take control of their lives. They no longer had to rely on the gods for every little thing. But when Zeus discovered what Prometheus had done, his anger was unimaginable. To Zeus, this act was a betrayal not only of his rule, but also of the natural order. He wanted to make an example of Prometheus, so no one would dare to defy him again. Zeus ordered that Prometheus be chained to a rock at the edge of the world. There, every day, an eagle would come and eat Prometheus's liver. And because Prometheus was immortal, his liver would grow back overnight, only for the eagle to return the next day and repeat the torment. This punishment was meant to last forever. Yet Zeus's punishment did not end with Prometheus. He also wanted to punish humanity for accepting the fire. Zeus came up with a cunning plan. He ordered the gods to create the first woman, a beautiful and irresistible being named Pandora. Each god gave Pandora a special gift: beauty, charm, curiosity, but also deceit and mischief. Then, Zeus gave Pandora a box, though some say it was a jar. He told her she must never open it, no matter how much she wanted to. Zeus sent Pandora down to Earth, where she was welcomed by humanity. For a while, everything seemed fine, but the gift of curiosity that the gods had given Pandora began to grow stronger. The box sat there, sealed and mysterious, and Pandora couldn't stop thinking about it. Why had Zeus told her not to open it? What was inside? One day, Pandora could resist no longer. She opened the box, and in an instant everything changed. Out of the box came all the evils of the world: disease, suffering, greed, jealousy, and pain. These evils spread across the earth, and humans, who had once lived in peace, now had to face hardship and misery. Pandora was horrified by what she had done. She tried to close the box, but it was too late. Almost everything had escaped. But as she looked inside the box one last time, she noticed something small and bright still remaining at the bottom. It was hope. Hope had stayed behind, waiting to be found. Pandora released hope into the world, and it became the one thing that gave humanity the strength to endure all the suffering and challenges unleashed by the box. The fire that Prometheus gave humanity had brought them power, knowledge, and independence, but it also brought consequences. The box that Pandora opened brought pain and sorrow, but it also left humans with hope, the one thing that allows them to keep moving forward despite everything. In the end, the stories of Prometheus and Pandora are two sides of the same coin. Prometheus gave humanity the tools to rise, and Pandora reminded them of the struggles they would face along the way. But through it all, hope remains, lighting the way forward like the fire Prometheus first brought down from the heavens. And so, humanity continues to grow, to struggle, and to dream, always holding on to the hope that better days lie ahead. And so, the legend of Prometheus and Pandora reminds us that even in the darkest times, hope remains our guiding light. It's a lesson as old as time, yet as relevant today as ever. If you enjoyed this journey into mythology, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Mighty Mythology Realm. Let's keep exploring these ancient tales and their timeless wisdom together. Remember, in a world of myths, be the seeker. See you in the next chapter.